All right, it is time for MVP picks presented by Visa, a network working for everyone. As we wrap up the show, we have our picks for sleepers you need to keep your eye on. And who's a guy who's maybe a little under the radar this week?
I think it's Jamison Crowder, and part of the reason I have him as a sleeper is he hasn't played yet this year, so I don't think he's on anyone's radar too much right now. But the reason I'm excited for him is it looks like he will return in Week 3, and we know the Jets just love getting their slot receivers involved. So far this year, Zach Wilson has thrown 30% of his passes to the slot, and it's been Braxton Berrios leading them in targets each week. He had 11 this past week. The week before that, he tied for the team lead with 7. I think all of that work goes to Jamison Crowder once he is back, so I think he is a sneaky option, especially in PPR leagues.
And I think after last week, if you're the Jets, you want to give Zach Wilson some safe, easy targets. After he just was completely rattled by the Patriots defense. I mean, people start talking about seeing ghosts again. That's how bad things were for Zach Wilson. My sleeper for Week 3 is Jalen Reagor with the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, last year was not the season people wanted it to be in Philadelphia. He, unfortunately, will always sort of be tied to Justin Jefferson, and right now that gap is pretty large. But he's number 2 on the team in targets. They're getting him involved. He very nearly had a very long touchdown catch against the 49ers. It was called back because he stepped out of bounds, first player to touch the ball. But the more important part is that they are trying to get him more involved. Devontae Smith is still the number 1 option in that passing game, but it looks like Jalen Reagor might end up being the number 2 guy. And if he can get more involved, I think that's going to be a good thing. Plus, this week, look, you can still pick on the Cowboys defense. And if Devontae Smith ends up locked up on Trayvon Diggs, then there could be some options. I mean, maybe we shouldn't give up on Jalen Reagor yet is what I'm saying.
I agree with you, Marcus. He had 5 targets in Week 2, which doesn't sound like a lot, but only one player had more. Everyone else had – Kenny Gainwell had 3. Everyone else had 2. He has been utilized more than Dallas Goedert. I think he is number 2 in the target pecking order here, and Hurts is not afraid to air out the ball, which plays to Reagor's strength.
Love that, too. He's gonna take the ball downfield. He's going to take those shots. That's what we want out of our quarterbacks and our wide receivers. If you want more sleepers, and why wouldn't you, you can check out my column each and every week. NFL.com/sleepers comes out on Wednesday. Actually, if you're really astute, it comes out late on Tuesday. You can check it out then, too. But anyway, I give you a whole list of sleepers, even some random, mundane, esoteric, borderline emo things that are generally on my mind. If you want to read that, cool. If you want to scroll through the names, that's cool, too.